Fine. A little bit of lag. See if we're going live. Oh, says we're live. How exciting.
Yeah, there's a bit of lag.
I've got captions. Let's see how it handles the Stokey accent.
Normally badly.
YouTube just said live as well. Oh my word.
Yeah, I got a YouTube live as well.
We're living the dream.
I'm going to load the
Oh,
YouTube.
got sound.
I'm going to load the YouTube one up.
Gosh.
Mark the Doggy Spark. Morning, guys.
More the Doggy Spark.
Mark the Doggy Spark. Tim Unwin, you're on Facebook. Well, no, I'm on YouTube.
Yeah. Amazing. We're cross-platforming. And what I see in front of me happened like a couple of seconds ago. Totally distracting. Which tells me don't look at this. Although I will, because I'm
Apparently
on
this
it.
is messing with Tim's head.
Like the music. It's like literally the first bit of... It's just random. And I think that's what we'll do every week now.
Metal Blade says, and now hi from YouTube.
Hi from YouTube, Metal Blade. Brilliant. That's ace. And of course, I think they've got different names than they have on Facebook, so we've no idea.
The Dodgy Spark, it's Frosty.
Frosty. Of course, because he's a Sparky. We know, so he's smart.
But I'm going to leave that there.
Right, okay. Well, we said 10:45 and it's coming up to that. Wow, we're actually going to be on time. So we thought we'd start it earlier to try and iron out problems. And of course, we could, if this all goes tits up, we can go straight to Facebook Live. But I hope not, because Facebook is so hyper shit. It's unbelievable. Brilliant. So I'll take this moment before we kick off to say don't forget to subscribe and follow on YouTube. You have to ring that bell, and that tells you that we're doing stuff, allegedly. Go to Twitch for Game Domain Online. Follow, subscribe if you think you've got the coin. But also, if you've got a Prime subscription, you can get it for free. So win it, chicken dinner.
Metal Blade 56 is Nigel.
Metal Blade is nice. Okay, good morning, Nige. How cool. So yeah, Twitch, everything that you do, as far as following, subscribing, etc., helps the store.
YouTube feed is a little out of sync. It's like watching a dubbed movie.
That's okay. We like that. We can do. Yo. No, would it be racist to do that? I don't know.
I won't fight you.
No, I can't do it. And I can't do it as well as comedians do. That's their job. So my job is to be grumpy, which I do very well. Yeah, I'm just looking on my laptop. So this is bandwidth. This problem is bandwidth. I'm going to turn off my iPad now.
You've got an add-on.
Oh yeah, skip ad. What's that ad from? YouTube?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know about that. Why is it on there and not on there?
Because that ad was from the music.
Oh, right. Okay, well, I've just turned that off, I think. Right, okay, anyway, we don't need that. Ah, right, it was the music on my... Gosh, because we've got, like, iPad there, phone there, MacBook there, John's phone there. We've got so much crap going on around us. But anyway, yeah, there was an ad on the phone, which then translated to this, which I thought was on the screen, which isn't. We're gonna leave that there now.
Sound is out of sync, guys, and the video is choppy, Warren says.
Is that on YouTube? Is that on YouTube?
I assume so. It's the YouTube live chat.
Right, okay, so there we go. I've probably got something on here.
You got the thing down at the side.
Yeah, I've got it here. Oh, okay.
And it says whether it's from YouTube or Facebook.
So, oh yeah, we're watching on both, some of them as well, I guess, if they could. Anyway, I don't know if it does. Anyway, so this is part of the test, really, is to find out what the limitations of what we're doing are. As this is dual streaming, I'm guessing that the data is pounding through to both platforms. This wasn't so choppy yesterday when it was just one platform. Yeah, YouTube is choppy, but Facebook's okay. It's weird because YouTube's the primary one we're using. All right. Okay, all right, it's good to know. Thank you. We will endeavour... what I've got to find out is it the hardware? Do we need a new laptop? The webcam is superb, so it's not the cam. or is it the bandwidth, which I really can't do much about, bar stand outside with it. Facebook lip sync is off as well. All right, you know, just get over that for this one. Really, not much else I can do. I've got it on here.
I'm saying it was better yesterday.
I'm going to turn that off just because I am using up a bit. Although that's my phone bandwidth.
Yeah, I'm not connected to the Wi-Fi either. So.
Okay, well,
I don't even need this with that there.
No, we don't, do we? We actually. I mean, this is good because I've got all the chat messages
from everything
right in front of me. So I really want this to work. So forgive us today for the choppiness. We'll get this fixed, one way or the other.
I'm going to find you.
And then hopefully the next one we do will be better. But YouTube, honestly, seems to be the one that struggles the most. And I don't know if it's to do with resolution. Could be. I mean, I'm trying to bang this out at the highest resolution I can. Mostly for when people watch it later. But, you know, anyway, there's lots... Oh, there we go. In fact, there you go. My problem says that I've skipped a few frames, so I'm definitely struggling on bandwidth there. Let me just look at that. Yeah, see, that's half, less than half of what I'd normally get. Right, just pointing out to Johnny where the problems are. So we nearly need about 6,500K, and we've got 3,000K. So it's half as good. We
wouldn't say no to £6,500.
We'd like that. Listen, today we're going to show you some board games because that's our job. We're going to show you some board games that we got that I think are going to be great for Halloween coming up and all the parties associated with that wonderful occasion. Yeah. So again, and apologies for the choppiness. Just deal with it. You'll see the stuff, and then I'll tell you about it half a second later. So first up, I'm going to run through these board games. Let me tell you what we have on the shelf that might be interesting for this upcoming season. Spartacus. So we've got Spartacus on the shelf. This is a tremendous, it is a word that I just made up. It's a tremendous party game, but you're going to want at least 3, but preferably 4 or so people. Gladiatorial fights. It may not sound wonderful from that gladiatorial fight. Honestly, this is a super game filled with politics, backstabbing, making dodgy deals, and then throwing guys into a pit to fight to the death and betting on them. It's really, really good, and I highly recommend this. We had a lot of fun with this back in the Fenton store, I believe. So that's one. I don't know anything about this, but it looked like it got a kind of Halloween style picture. That's literally what I've got to show you on this. Bloodborne could be a game for you.
There you go, Andy Mason's got the fix.
There you go. I strongly recommend not watching this. It's a bit like Lovecraft stuff, your sanity will go. Munchkin Dungeon, like everyone loves Munchkin, and what they've done is a dungeon, and so they've called it Munchkin Dungeon. Let that sink in. There you go. So Munchkin Dungeon. I can't speak today. I've got the dog's teeth in, unlike Mike, whose dog has his teeth in. Munchkin Dungeon is available. We have an expansion for this as well called the Cthulhu something or other, which is also good. Apparently, never played it. I'd just be lying if I said that. Chronicles of Crime. Listen, get your friends together and indulge in a murder mystery that you can all gather around and put your considerable intellect towards solving. These come very highly recommended, okay, by people who played them. John and I haven't. Although, you know, with what we're doing with Phasmophobia, which you can follow us on Twitch and YouTube, this would be something we could get involved in, maybe with our little group.
Do I get an EMF?
I don't know. Maybe we could bring our group around.
A 1400 EMF.
So Twitch crew, you know who you are. Maybe we could invite you around, maybe have pizzas, and maybe play whatever that is I've just shown you. Next up, controversial. The game belies the title. The title itself is what's considered controversial, but it's not really. And the game is a very, very good deduction game. Secret Hitler. Essentially, a group of people that are unknown to themselves, well, unknown to each other, split into 2 factions, should be trying to promote someone or bring down someone who may or may not be Hitler. It's a cracking game, done by the guys who did Cards Against Humanity. Not that kind of game, I hasten to add. I mean, this is quite a serious deduction game. It's very clever the way they've done it, and I do recommend this. 5 people is the sweet spot. Just let that be known. There you go. $30.99 off us.
By sweet spot, you mean minimum amount of players?
No, you can play with less. It's,
no, you can't.
Oh, no,
it's
you can't. Take 5 to 10, isn't it? Yeah, because you can double up the teams. Gosh, 10 players. Yeah, minimum 5. Apologies for that. Super fight, just fun. You know, who would win out of X versus Y, and then you've got to explain why and sell it. But we thought this would be fun because you can also get a Walking Dead expansion to it as well. You know, so what would happen if Negan fought some random Yahoo for a series I don't care about anymore? Dungeon Mayhem. This packaging's coming off. Dungeon Mayhem. Just light-hearted fun. Dungeon crawling with your favourite characters from something. I think these cartoons are from something. I don't know what.
Probably D&D.
I'm going to move on. Classic Boss Monster. Well, now a classic Boss Monster. The 8-bit card game. This is hugely popular. We sell tons of these. And we also had Boss Monster Overdrive or Overboss and that sort of thing. That's sold. But anyway, Boss Monster's still big classic. Go. One Night Superheroes. We're going to try and get some of the other One Night stuff in because they're much more Halloween themed. But One Night Superhero, well, superheroes are cool. But we're going to try and get like Werewolf of Miller's Hollow, One Night Werewolf and that kind of thing because Halloween. Escape from the Overlook Hotel, which is the one you've played. Right, okay. So this one, no clue.
That's an escape room.
Right, it's an escape room, is it? $23.24 in-store offers. I think this is a little bit dearer on the site. So people coming to the store will benefit from a bit cheaper. Muy bueno. So an escape room in the Shining Hotel, the Overlook Hotel. How awesome would that be for Halloween?
I am just guessing because all the other escape froms are escape
Yeah,
rooms.
yeah, of course it is, yeah. This one Johnny's played. He really likes this. This is a Betrayer-style game.
It's a nice, fast Betrayer-style game as well. It's not one of those where you're sitting there for a couple of hours or whatnot. You're literally in there. Limited number of turns. Wham, wham, bam. You either survive or get killed.
Listen, most of the board games in store right now are a little bit cheaper than on our website because we're basically the prices are going up as we replace the stock because the prices are going up. So you can get in right now and steal this at £19.37, which is a weird price. So we're prepared to do this at £19.50. Next, before they realise what I just said. Munchkin Deluxe coming up. Well, Munchkin, it's Munchkin. Everyone likes Munchkin except people who don't, and I think that's a very valid statement. We've got it in stock, and you can come and buy it.
It's not an accurate statement.
No, it's good. I've done well there, better than any politician. This is one of my favourite horror-themed games. It's in my top 10. It scales well. The difficulty can be scaled. The time it takes to play can be scaled. You can play with a betrayer, without a betrayer. It's dead of winter, and you know it's earned its place in the Hall of Fame. I think absolutely wonderful. There's a few other Crisis games out, if that's what they're called. Crossfire, Crossplay, Crossroad. There you go. But this is the one. This is the one you want. Currently in store, £46.49. Twist RR. We might just do it for 47. You'll never know. Dead of Winter. I cannot rate this highly enough because people who are perhaps relatively new to board gaming as well of this level can jump straight in and play.
This box is heavier than I anticipated.
That's because you are weak. Cthulhu Duel. So all the games we're sort of pitching here.
Upside down.
I'll leave it like that. The OCD guys will go nuts. All the games here are sort of multiplayer, and we've kind of aimed at parties and that kind of thing. But you know, not everyone's going to be meeting with people. You might be isolated due to the new COVID bubonic fuel virus. So the bottom line is we've got this, and it's for 2 players. And now I've got the big version of this, which is for multiplayers, and it's fantastic. I've yet to play this, although I do own it, of course, but I will go to the table at some point. Well, the only person I'll play against is this guy, and I don't relish that. So Cthulhu Wars Duel, 2-player. There you go, one for you.
It's because I keep beating you at games that count.
The Fury of Dracula. As much as Dead of Winter is a top 10, I think, this has been around much longer, as has Dracula. It's not a betray game. This is a 1v all game. One person is Dracula and is sweeping across Europe, and I think, does he hit America as well? Can't remember.
I think so.
I think it's Europe. Yeah, he's sweeping across Europe and the UK.
Is that one of the old GW?
Yeah, this was GW originally. It's a fantastic game. I mean, one of those where you've got a full complement of players that it's always best, but you can certainly drop a player. So 5 players is beautiful. 1 guy is Dracula, 4 guys as the hunters, and it's just wonderful. And of course, you can rotate turns. Someone else can be Dracula, could be you, could be the missus, whatever, and have a lot of fun with it. And the hunters have the nice thing about it is everyone has as much as everyone else to do. There's always something for each player to be doing through the turn. I personally think playing as Dracula is the bee's knees, but I've never had a problem with jumping into the role of a hunter as well and trying to sort of outwit Dracula. Great game. This one in store, $46.49. Again, it's going to be a little bit more expensive on the website, so if you are coming into the store, you can benefit from that little bit. All games are going up. Every game is going up in price. Rest assured. That's just, well, you know, with the way the market is right now, you've seen it with your fuel, you've seen it with your food. The knock-on effect is already happening, and all prices are going up. So I'm not being a doomsayer, I'm just being practical. If you're thinking of getting games for Christmas and money's, you know, like 10 and 20 quid is tight, then get your games while you can afford it, obviously, but if you can get them early, great. Just save a bit of cash. Vampire Rivals. I am a demon, yeah. Morning, Caroline. She says notifications are dreadful lately. I think it's the thing we suffer from right across. I mean, we've got people. We haven't pitched on Discord this morning, did we? Which was my bad. But because we're testing out all this stuff, there's a few things get missed. And we wanted to focus on Facebook today to see how it reacts to YouTube. But at the moment, we have got problems with the choppiness and the sync of the sound. I would suggest that's almost certainly bandwidth, and there's not a lot I can do about that, but we'll see. We'll see what we can do. But if it's equipment, then it's just, can we afford a new laptop? Don't know, maybe. Vampire Rivals is based on Vampire, the Eternal Struggle, Vampire Jihad, the card game. And they basically re-engineered elements of the game to make it playable for just 2 players. Because one of the things about Vampire, the Eternal Struggle, a great game, great card-based game, but really suited to at least 3 players, 4 players, and it really does work well. So they've re-engineered it so you can play 2-player and, of course, play multiplayer as well. There's quite a few people, I think, in the chat right now will have played this and really enjoyed it, and we recommend this. Our price at 40 quid, we think's rock and roll. Oh, Platty, good morning, John. This is a bargain. It's been out a few years, which is why its price is down. Originally, it's done by Cryptozoic. Walking Dead, No Sanctuary. This is the cheaper version of the game because there's one with plastic miniatures and one with cardboard stand-ups. The standees. This is the standees box. 25 quid. Walking Dead theme. It's a boxy survival cards and area strolling around type game. I wouldn't put it in my top 10, but eminently playable. And at 25 quid, might give your party a bit of theme. Next. This is the big boy. I do like this. Some criticise the grindiness of it. I relish it. I think it's great. And that is Dark Souls. Based on the computer game of the same name, or console game. I don't know which came out first. You?
Console.
Okay. It's a big box game. But right now...
Or computer. You
can get this for 65 quid in store. It's a huge game. It's got tons of miniatures in there. It's absolutely terrific to open. This is, I'm almost positive, like 90 or 100 pounds normally.
It's a ton.
It's a ton.
It's like 99.99.
This will be going up. This is currently this price in store. I'm not sure it is on the site, but it is going back up. So I guess this weekend, this is your last chance, from us at least, to get it at 65 quid. It will be going up. Okay, but today certainly. If you want to pick up Dark Souls, this has got an Eddie recommendation on it. I thoroughly enjoy it. It's a bit of a nightmare to get through to that final boss fight, but my God, that final boss fight makes it worthwhile. Yeah, I recommend this highly. There you go. So you go. That's just a few recommendations for today. We have had new stuff in, but I've forgotten where it was. What have we had in? We've got we had Wingspan last week, but that's sold out. Oh, everything's going nuts. Message from Mike. Oh yeah, this is really hard to get now apparently already. Shocker, FFG. This is the expansion for Arkham Horror card game. If you've not already got it, we can't say the starter box because we're waiting for the new one to come. I think I explained this in a post earlier. There's a brand new box coming to get people started into the game. If you have the game, this is the investigators for the new campaign, and they're releasing the actual campaign in about 6 weeks, which is just ridiculous. But there you go. I guess shelling out nearly 40 quid in each. It's probably a bit of an ask, so they kind of spread it out. I don't know if it makes sense, but maybe. And I notice I'm looking down at this instead of looking at this. I should look at this. But anyway, so that's in. We are expecting... No, we're not expecting it, are we?
We are hoping.
We are hoping for a delivery of Yu-Gi-Oh!, Magic the Gathering, and something else to come today. I booked a Saturday delivery. I honestly don't think it's going to come. But it's the Innistrad stuff. Dawn of Majesty, which we sold out of before for Yu-Gi-Oh! Something else. Might be Pokemon, not sure. Anyway. Pokemon. So we don't know if they're going to come today, but they might, but we can't promise. But we got loads of Chilling Reign in. We're doing 3 for a 10 today on Chilling Reign booster packs, so that's cool. Evolving Skies all gone. Well, I think we've got 1 pack. We've got various Magic the Gathering packs at 3 for 10 as well. Not set boosters. Set boosters stand alone on their own. We've got some cool bundles, like we've got Modern Horizons. We've got a sale on that big box of 10 dual lands. Well, not dual lands, but the reverse lands. That's only on sale this weekend. We've knocked a tenner off, basically. That's a Christmas present right there. If you've got a Magic the Gathering fan who's into the sort of modern or Commander, there's a Christmas present right there. But that's literally today. Today and yesterday we knocked 10 quid off it. I think it's called Ultimate Secret Lair Pathways. The other one with the dual lands in, we've had that on sale for quite a while now. That's gone back up now. So we don't keep these sale prices on all the time. They're genuine sales. You know, we do offers and then they go back up. That's gone back up now. So you've missed your chance of getting that. I think it's still 50 quid cheaper than anyone else, but, well, any store. What's Platty say? All the games you've shown are great. Only one I've not played is The Walking Dead. Rival's awesome. And with the Betrayer games, do what Nick did in Error and play with all the Betrayers. Makes them very challenging. That's an interesting idea. It's a bit like an Agatha Christie story, isn't it? Where everyone's guilty. What a cool concept. I like that. It's a shame it came from John. What else we got? I don't know how we're doing. I mean, our viewers is pretty solid there for this. So hopefully this is getting out. Once we improve the quality, that's going to be the next step, is to just improve the quality, because we know the tech works. We've just got to get the quality right. But John, you've got some Warhammer news?
I have. Right. Pre-orders are... What time is it?
It's time for pre-orders.
Pre-orders are live.
But I think somebody's ordered.
So the pre-orders this week are another wave of Orc stuff. You have the Kill Rig, which is the big vehicle with the weird boy on top. You've got the Pain Boss. The Pain Boss, I think, is a... You had the Pain Boy in the old book. Now it's a Pain Boss. Mm-hmm. I haven't read the old book properly yet, so I couldn't tell you exactly. And you've got the thing that everybody has been waiting for, which is El Squigosaurus.
The Squigosaur.
The Great White Squig.
Just to note, Eddie fell out with Games Workshop last week in a big, big way. I really was unhappy with essentially a really poor breakdown in communication from him. So I like to be transparent. I'm not happy with Games Workshop right now in the way that they're treating us, a company that for 7 years has never dropped a bill, never dropped a payment, is actually climbing, in sales, and they've treated us dreadfully, haven't they, this week? And I've kicked off, and that may mean that our regular weekly ordering could get more difficult. As if we have a week where we have low orders, only 1 or 2 items, normally we'd just order anyway, and we cough up for that. But I'm just letting you know that I don't see it in the immediate future, but it could come a point where we might have to say, guys, you're going to have to wait an additional week. But we will always make sure you're fully aware of what any problems we've got with orders. So just so you know, if you know anything about me, I don't tolerate injustice towards this store and my customers. And it is obviously it's the store that suffers, but you guys too as well. You put your faith in us to do stuff for you, and if we can't do it because of something they've done, I don't like it. So there you go. Currently not happy. Don't get me wrong. Still love Games Workshop products. Very big fan of 40k. There's no issue there. It's simply the way that we're being treated as a business that I'm not happy with. And it just could have a knock-on effect. A bit like trucks not turning up.
We've also got a little deal onto Match Games Workshop.
Yes,
if you spend £150 on our store, we will give you this. This right here.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I think that deal is trash. Yeah. But
no, 150 quid for a.
Do you think that's good?
This is a brand name. Stedler, is it? Who is it? It might not even be Stedler. Yeah, it is Stedler. It's a Stedler pencil. It's only been used a bit, and you give us 150 quid. This could be yours, unless I need it, in which case not so much.
We've had a few people asking about it, so we're going to restock it.
Yeah.
Codex Space Marines.
Shame on us. We can't. We had a few of these, which is why I didn't really notice it had gone. So now it's back in, and we'll make sure we don't run out of stock.
Got your standard 10% off in store.
Yeah, always 10% off. Just so you know, can you grab the Catan guy? People keep asking about it. I'll just let them know. Right, just going to show you this thing. I wanted to see John move more than anything. We're going to wrap up in a second, so we've got things to do.
One more thing to do.
Yeah, just let me do this. So just folks have been asking. We've got the Catan guy, the Colonel. Catan, not Catan. Who's Catan? It's that game, innit? Settlers of Catan. 50 quid, by the way. So people say, how much is he? And they think he's like 20 or 30 quid. He's not. Off us, 50 quid. He's collector's item, and of course all that money goes straight into the shop. It's a little bit of bunt for us to help us stay open, or maybe to buy a new freaking laptop, which I really do think that's what we need.
Right. We've also, thanks to Neil,
yeah,
we've had an influx of basing material. Yes, I do.
Right.
So I'm going to quickly go through these with you, and this is just a small sample of what we've got on the shelf. I didn't pick up everything because there's a ton.
Yeah, so many skip frames here. It's almost certainly the technology, I think.
So we've got this, which is basically like your moss.
Yeah, it's bushes, shrubs.
Yeah, bushes.
Shrubbery.
Shrubberies.
£1.
Just a quid. Bargain. We've got a selection of sands.
Get these lovely colours.
You've got everything from your standard, like sandy colour, all the way to like alien landscapes, Mars, that type of thing. These are pretty much perfect for all your sci-fi.
This is sci-fi gold right here. Only different colours, not yellow.
Just $3.95.
Yeah, $3.95 for all that collection. And what we're going to do as well, you'll be able to get. So you say, well, I bought the collection, but I only really use this one, this one, this one. We'll have individual bags, bigger bags. That'll be substantial, and last you quite a while. Next.
Oh, give you some of the pots.
Yeah.
So this is like your charcoaly colour. To be fair, I've been looking for something like this for some of my models, the black basin and whatnot.
Yeah.
Just £2.50.
$2.50.
Absolute steal.
Yeah, great for almost all terrains. So from battlegrounds in World War II to sci-fi battlegrounds, Age of Sigmar, Warhammer 40k, Infinity, it just even Crisis Protocol. You can do great stuff with this, and it's really inexpensive from us now.
Got your generic sandy base.
Yeah, and this isn't. We haven't just gone to Rill, dug up some sand and stuck in a pot. Although I did suggest that, and John poo-pooed it. This is all being dried out and refined by Neil, who puts these together. So this is quality stuff to put onto your bases. Get some PVA glue offers, and away you go.
We've got a couple of the greens. This is like your thinner, closer to flock.
Yeah,
this is a bit thicker.
You can't see this, but we have a whole lineup of this is great. Come into the store and come and see what we've got for your terrain. You'll really like it. And it's super cheap.
Another one.
Also note these pots, once finished, can be cleaned out and you can put mayonnaise in them.
We've got your bits of slate, which are perfect for like heroically standing on.
And this isn't just any old slate. No, actually it is. It's just slate.
It says M&S.
It's slate.
You got stones for your bases.
Not just any old stones. Well, they are, aren't they? They are just stones.
We've got plenty of others on the shelf. Literally a full shelf.
Each stone was hand-picked for the pot to be perfect for. We have numerous staff that do that.
At £2.50, if you just want to give them a go, they're worth a punt.
Yeah, absolutely. So that's another step towards our ever-increasing terrain, scenery and accessories. We hope we've got more brushes, glues. We shifted some glue. Glues and other stuff, tufts next week. We put an order in last week for next week. So hopefully, and there's a bit more bolt action as well. We're going to get some of the British are coming in. So we've got the British.
The British are coming!
Yeah, the British are coming. Some SS. So you get Secret Hitler and some SS guys. You could go together with that. And also, some Conflict 47 groups are going to start hitting. So we've got starter boxes and we'll have Americans, although I'm having the Americans, so I'll probably have to order another one. Americans, Germans, and British, and then we'll get the Soviets. And didn't we have the Japanese? Have they gone? Yeah, Japanese are gone, so we'll get Japanese as well. Wow, fantastic!
One final thing before it closes: painting competition.
Oh yeah.
Last day of entries Thursday. People have started to send them in to me.
Also, so yeah, please do. I really enjoy looking at those
Had some
paintings.
New people enter on this one, which is always
good
to
new
see.
People, fantastic. Welcome to what we do, whatever that is. And also, we have 2 spaces left for the tournament.
2 left.
2 left. And we've secured the deposit on that main date, and we're still looking to get that extra date for October, which would be open gaming. But we can't put anything on that until we secure the date. Now, we're also going to try and hit December as well, and that would be for board gaming. So we'll keep you posted. Obviously, because we're hiring somewhere, we have to pay, and that means there's a ticket cost associated with that.
So if you want to get into the 40k, tickets are going.
Yeah, like literally 2 places left right now, and I don't think there's any shortage of space where we're going, but we're just concerned that we won't have the tables, the covers, and the terrain to accommodate you until after this one, and then hopefully we can pull some funds in and go one step bigger. I've got big plans for a tournament scene in Stoke-on-Trent, and it all starts with you guys who've been super supportive so far. Port Vale was a great success for us, and we want to just keep that going. Right, I think we're done, aren't we, Johnny?
I'm all out.
Okay, listen, we're open from 11 o'clock. We're going to grab a coffee now. We'll be open at 11 and close at 4. Please do come along and see us. Look, if you can't get in, the website's there. It's fully functioning. If there's anything missing off there, the things we talked about and they're out of stock, let us know. It might be that we've got to add it to the stock. If there's anything you want us to order in, then again, just let us know. We are super good. We've got 12 years of history behind us of, I think, cracking service and just questionable personality. Thanks for putting up with this walk into better streaming. And yeah, Battle Report is next. That's the next thing, is the Battle Report. It won't be live streamed, I think. Maybe we could do a live one, and we just do it in the tabletop group rather than on the main page. So watch out for that. I think I said to Johnny we'd do Warhammer 40k, but Johnny's lost my army. And notice he didn't deny it. So, and it's painted as well, the ones I want. Right, we're going to go. Thanks so much for dropping in. I've got to figure out how to end this. It's there. I've been Ed Skelson. This has been John Chesters. We're the gamedomain.co.uk if you want to go onto the website. We're Game Domain Online on Twitch, and we love Twitch. We love doing our computer games. We have team games. We've got a great crew of players that we don't get on at all, and so it's really wonderful to listen to us play. We also now have YouTube, and YouTube's going to be a big deal for us, I think, in the future. And this is the start of it. Right, we're going to go.